Well, I rounded the hill and now I'm back at my house. Figured I'd take you for a ride. I've got a toy in my yard. Works very well with a skydiving harness or a paragliding harness. Better with a paragliding harness, way more comfortable. And I've got a hanging harness in the barn right over here with a mobile roll axis harness so that you can work on your harness turns and pull people forward, get you dialed in with the dynamics of your physical body under canopy. And there's a whole bunch of other fun things that we do here with the swings, which is relevant, just moving around in space and finding yourself slightly dizzy and then undizzying yourself, right? Finding a way to go the other way until you need to go back a new way. I think if we can focus in on things that don't make us dizzy. And if I look straight up, that's interesting. One perspective. I find that I don't tend to get real dizzy when I do that. I find that if I'm looking straight out and just let it go and just look horizontally and just not try to follow anything with my eyes. So there is a little bit of the dizziness. And if I come to a full stop, the visual does this. Just a little bit. If I go around the other way. Yes, you want to come here, don't you? Private lessons now available. Hey, look at that. Not dizzy anymore. And yes, of course, the swing has sort of steering toggles. Of course. So you can experiment with how that is something you can kind of work with and as a balance point even at times. How do you use your legs, to change your loading in the roll axis? What about interactions with the earth? Dragging, right? So we do a lot of that around here, kind of working on dragging the feet. I think that it's going to be a lot of fun for those who are in need of dialing in canopy control stuff or needing some chill time. Come hike with me. We can do both or one or just the other. You can see what I rigged up out here in the barn. So yeah, I'm experimenting with different methods of how to do it, and it's working out. So I hope that this video leads to people wanting to come out here and be on the land, Come for a guided hike and tour. Some of you won't be here till it warms up, but by then my garden is going to be doing more. Yep, this is my garden. Looks like my plastic got blown over. So one of the things about gardening, this must have happened just during the day today. It is like babysitting, sort of. Having little green children. But the kale plants are fine. Kale doesn't mind having a little bit of just a little bit of snow on it, but oh well. We do what we can to protect our children. And then we say, well, I tried my best. And he rode his bicycle off a jump and crashed and scratched his knee, and that's part of life too. And yes, there is a slack line. The other, yeah, that lower one keeps falling apart. I don't like the design as much as this type. So I recommend this. So I created a box garden. I'm using worm farm composting, and that's fascinating. Read up on it and just freaking do it. Just do it. It's going to save the world for real. And I'm using clips for holding that on. It works pretty well. But if you look inside, should we take a look at our hidden kale? We're going to go in from this side here. It's been fun building this garden. It was a garden before, but it had gone into disarray. There was no soil. Hey, look, happy kale. Hey, it's food. And it basically means that when it hits springtime, these established kale that are over there, they'll be a year old by then. Now they're really going to give. I just have to keep them happy through the winter so they don't get, too much dieback. I'm going to need both hands to fix this the tent, because it's right by the field, right? So it gets windy, which is why I need to find a better solution for that lower one. I think I'll just have to go with the PVC piping again, and I put rebar into the ground, pound that in with your, Mjolnir, and just fit it over, right? Just the plastic PVC just goes over the rebar and up and over, and it's up to you if you want to put the rebar on the inside or the outside. However, you can also attach it to a frame that is a second layer of wood that has hinges, and that I like. That's what I'd like to do with this one, is actually frame out a lid, and then you can open it up and give it sun, let it get rain if that's what you wish to do. And I think it's kind of a good idea. So you don't have to water all the time, and when you take it off, it doesn't change the dynamics of your tenting, because that's pretty particular. It's got to be right. All right. Yes, the germ farm. It's a good place. Maybe I'll see you here.